I misspoke. I think you would be appropriate to give the oath of office. So, I was just telling her, I think I misspoke earlier. She would be perfectly fine to give the oath of office. So, but I, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Now we're on.
Are we on? Yes.
Actually, I don't think we are.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. First up is the oath of office.
Okay, we have two that are taking the oath of office. Holly is doing it, and Lisa Cooper is new on the board, and so they're going to be doing it together tonight.
I, Holly Hutchison,
I, Lisa A. Cooper, solemnly swear that I am over 21 years of age and have resided in the South Putnam School District for a period of more than 1 year prior to January 1st, 2021, and that I possess all the legal qualifications required for membership on the school board of the South Putnam Community School Corporation, that I will honestly and faithfully discharge the duties of said office, that I will not, while serving as a member of such board, become interested, directly or indirectly, in any contract with or claim against said school corporation of said board, including the selection of its officers, agents, and employees. I will not be influenced by any consideration other than the merits, fitness, and qualifications of the person or persons to be selected. I further solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America, the Constitution of the State of Indiana, and the laws of the United States and the State of Indiana. I will faithfully execute the duties of my office as a member of this governing body. I further swear that I will abide by the laws of the State of Indiana and the rules and regulations of the Indiana Department of Public Instruction insofar as they pertain to the duties of my office, so help me God.
Congratulations.
Any adjustments to the agenda?
We have two. 8A will be consideration of administrative assistance providing a financial snapshot of the corporation. And 8B will be consideration of EPSLA EPSA resolution. We'll explain those later.
Students of the month?
Okay. Okay, for the students of the month, we'll start first with, I think I need to be in the middle here for the people at home to see the students tonight. For South Putnam Central Elementary, is Diana Mija Morales here tonight? Okay, well, we want to congratulate Diana Mija Morales, and I'll read this real quick. Diana has been chosen as Student of the Month for Mrs. York's first grade class. Diana is a student who deserves this award for her outstanding effort here at Central Elementary. Some of the many qualities that make Diana so special are she's well-mannered and kind to everyone. She is sweet and caring and aware of other people's feelings. She's a great friend to her classmates. She is dependable and trustworthy. She exhibits perseverance even when things are difficult for her. She always has a smile on her face. What an awesome student. I'm very lucky to have Diana in my class. So we want to congratulate Diana Mija Morales as Central Elementary Student of the Month. And the Student of the Month for South Putnam Fillmore Elementary is Zara Strange. Zara, is that you right here? Come on up front here, honey.
I report.
Yeah, you stand right there, and I will read this. What grade are you in, Zara? You're in first grade. Who's your teacher? Mrs. Clark. Okay. Mrs. Clark says, Zara Strange is a first grade student in Mrs. Clark's class at Fillmore Elementary. Zara is a hard worker and always does her best on every task given to her. She comes to school prepared to work and is excited to start the day. Zara is kind, helpful, and a friend to her classmates. Zara is a joy to have in class. So we want to congratulate Zara for being the South Putnam Fillmore Elementary Student of the Month. Congratulations. And looking at the crowd here, I would say that our other two are not here, but South Putnam Middle School Student of the Month is Jaden Gilson, and Jaden's not here. Ian Vassar wrote, Jaden is always on task and excited about the work that she does in my class. She always pushes for herself to succeed on projects and has an incredibly friendly, outgoing personality. So, Jaden Gilson, South Putnam Middle School Student of the Month. And the South Putnam High School student is Kayla Remsburg. And Mrs. Dixon writes, I am nominating Kayla Remsburg for Student of the Month. I had Kayla last year in Algebra 2 and 1, and I currently have her in pre-calc. Pre-calculus is dual credit class with Ivy Tech, and it's a very tough class. Even though it has been tough and she's had to work from home a few times, she has persevered to earn her college credit for that semester. Kayla brightens my day each morning when she passes me and says good morning. She has a great attitude and never gives up. I truly appreciate students like Kayla, not only for her hard work, but also for keeping such positive attitude through it all. I'm so thankful that I get to know and teach Kayla. Mrs. Dixon. So we want to congratulate her for being the South Putnam High School Student of the Month. I know how teachers feel when I have to stand and read with the mask on. Okay, so, as always, we really appreciate the work that these young students have done, and want to thank the parents and extended families in particular, because we all know it's your doing that these students are where they're at today. And we're really proud of them. We're proud of the families that are behind them. So thank you very much. Now, I know it's a school night, so you're more than welcome to stay for the entire meeting, but if you'd like to, you can go ahead and leave at this time if you want, even though we'd love to have you.
Thank you.
All right.
Next up is reorganization of the board, nomination and election of officers.
I move that we keep the same officers as the Board of Finance, which would be President Craig Newby, Vice President Holly Hutchison, Secretary Wes Hacker.
Anthony made a motion to nominate Craig Newby as president, Holly Hutchison as vice president, Wes Hacker as secretary. Second? I'll second. Cooper seconded. All those in favor? Motion carried. Appointment of treasurer and deputy treasurer.
Okay, the recommendation is that Hillary Logan serve the next year as treasurer, and deputy treasurer is Terry Beasley.
Anthony made a motion to approve treasurer as Hillary Logan, deputy treasurer Terry Beasley. Craig seconded. All those in favor? Motion carried. Appointment of privacy officer.
Okay, this is an insurance requirement, the privacy officer, and that is Terry Beasley.
Approve Terry Beasley.
Craig made a motion to approve Terry Beasley. Anthony seconded. All those in favor? Motion carried. Performance bonds.
Okay, on secretaries and treasurers and so forth that handle large amounts of money, State Board of Accounts requires them to have performance bonds covering their job. And so the elementary secretaries, Penny Long and Lisa McCamick, the high school treasurer, Courtney Branham, food service director, Lori Boyce, corporation treasurer, Hillary Logan, and assistant corporation treasurer, Terry Beasley. Motion approved.
Anthony made a motion to approve performance bonds at the elementary school Corporation Office. Craig seconded. All those in favor? Motion carries. Designation of newspaper for legal advertisement.
Okay, that would be the Banner Graphic newspaper.
Lisa made a motion to approve the Banner Graphic as our legal advertising newspaper. Anthony seconded. All those in favor? Motion carries. Appointment of members of the bid opening committee.
Okay, when we have to have a bid opening committee, which we do not use very often through the course of the year, but at any rate, the members will be Bruce Bernhardt, Terry Beasley, Hillary Logan, and we need one board member. Larry did it officially last year, so we need someone to serve should we need a bid committee.
Larry was, I think we always nominated him because he was retired. I don't know if we have any members of the board who are retired. Might have some flexibility.
Yeah, I'm retired.
Do you want to serve?
Do I want to volunteer for
You
that?
want to volunteer for that?
Yeah, I'll volunteer for that.
I second her voluntary.
The board member then will be Lisa. We need a motion on that.
So moved.
Second.
Anthony made a motion to approve. Craig seconded. All those in favor? Motion carries. Appointment of corporation attorney.
Okay, the attorney will be Sutherland, Ziner, and Barclay, attorney at laws.
Approve.
Second.
Craig made a motion to approve Sutherland, Ziner, and Barclay as our corporation attorney. Anthony seconded. All those in favor? Motion carries. Board salary benefits.
Okay, in your packet, you've got a list of board salaries and benefits for 21.
Which are the same as it.
Yeah, what you have is the same that it's been for several years. We need to approve it. No, not necessarily, but if anybody wants to see it, yeah, because it's pretty extensive here.
I move to approve the board salary and benefits of $2,000 salary, $30 per extra meeting, $100 per meeting, cap of $1,500 each. So that's the, basically come up to 2,000. And then they also get basic life insurance.
Yeah,
Just
they're on.
clarify that. We do not, oh, I'm sorry, life. I thought you were talking about that.
Yeah, small life insurance policy.
$1 we pay for it, yeah. Any second?
Second.
Craig made a motion to approve the board salary and benefits. Anthony seconded. All those in favor? Establishment of regular meeting dates and times.
Okay, you have a list here for 2021, and basically, it's the same that it always has been. It is the second Wednesday of the month. I can read them if you like. January 13, February 10, March 10, April 14, May 12, June 9, July 14, August 11, September 8, October 20, which is the third Wednesday. That's the only exception because of fall break. November 10 and December 8. The meetings are all at South Putnam Middle High School in the Learning Center, and they all start at 7 p.m. as we've done in the past.
Approve.
Anthony made a motion to approve the meeting time and date. Lisa seconded. All those in favor? Presentation of uniform conflict of interest statement.
Okay, we have conflict of interest statement forms available at any time for a board member. If they have a conflict of interest that needs to be filled out, you can contact our office anytime during the year and fill one out. And that's not an action, that's just a notice.
Consideration of approval of minutes of the regular meeting from December 11th and executive session of December 11th.
Move to approve.
Second.
Anthony made a motion to approve the consideration of approval of minutes. Craig seconded. All those in favor? Consideration of approval of claims.
Okay, in your financial packet, you have claims 29,498 through claims 29,611, and you also have the 2 December payrolls of the 11th and the 24th of December.
$29568.
Common sales and service.
Can you tell, so it says 3 bus repairs, diagnosis and bus repairs. Can you tell me?
Turbo actuators were bad. They had some corrections, about 2 or 3 paragraphs of what they removed and checked and redid on them on this one.
Does it give you bus numbers?
This one says 1119 on it. Unit 1119. Does that make sense? That's not it. No, it doesn't have the bus numbers on them, I'm sorry.
Just curious on
So
where
that's
those were on the
3
rotation of
buses.
our fleet.
Yeah.
It may be time for him to just report to us on these buses, what's going on with them. Because that's
Yeah, these are all just
a lot of money on 3 buses.
long lists where they've gone through them.
Were they all turbo actuators or your?
Intake air system turbo actuator worn location, intake air system turbo VG actuator worn, drove to site, checked for FCS, checked battery voltage at the actuator, got 12.3, removed battery cables, lockout, removed harnesses from the ECM and load tested the power wires on, it was one of the bolts broke off in the turbo, drilled out, broken bolt, performed install and calibrated procedure, actuator passed both parts, filled with coolant, cleaned and swapped off.
I'm curious to know what bus years those are.
I will get a hold of Brad Ogborn, our transportation director, and have him give us the information on it. Or if you'd like him to come talk to you, he can. He certainly can. At a later meeting.
So you're at an average of $2,200 a
Right.
bus, which to replace a part like that is probably not unfair, so.
Right.
Wes had a question on, all of the teacher reimbursement classroom supplies.
Now
Are there
remember-
so many on this because it
Yeah.
resets their
Teachers
year?
have
Okay.
teachers have $300 per year to purchase different things, and on these reports it puts one thing, but it doesn't list all of them. So like on the claims, you can pull them out and look at all the.
Oh,
different
well,
ones.
he just
But
wanted to know, because
they're-
there's more than normal if it
Right,
was just
because they're all
of
to the same
restart of the
place.
same year.
Right, they're all to the same place, and this writes one check to the company for several different orders that are placed.
I have a question on 29602 for the Seesaw Learning. I show it under Operations Fund. I just want to make sure that's a correct fund.
We did that out of because it's run by the Office of Technology, and that's the reason.
That would be something we would use CARES Act funds for, given the fact that it's
Might be stretching it a little bit, but
technology we didn't use.
I'll look into it and see, and if we can transfer it, we will.
Gaggle safety net.
Gaggle is the program that the teacher can see on her screen all of the students' screens. That's a software program that she can keep up on what they're doing, so she doesn't have to go back and walk back and look at the student's screen, and they've clicked it off, by the time. Have you
I
got a
can give
comment
an
on Jill?
example. Like,
Did I say it right?
yeah, it's like, today we were doing projects and the kids are supposed to be doing some research and into the looking up of different things, and I was around the room and I noticed I had one student who wasn't usually as interested in these kind of projects, like really intent on his screen, and then noticed that there was an earbud in his ear. And so then I just thought, I'm just gonna pull up my account and look at it and see, and sure enough, he was on YouTube. And so you have the power to click them off. You can record where they were at, when they were at. You can see like all the tabs that they've looked at so far. And then you can like have a report printed out. So like if we need to have discussions with parents or whatever, we can say, hey, this is what your child is doing. And I don't know I know that the 4th and 5th graders at Fillmore are very aware that this program also works when they're at home. I can see exactly what they're doing at home, like on virtual learning. So I know if like I got a kid who's up for whatever reason at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, and they're looking at YouTube or whatever, I can pull up and say, I don't think your kid's like using his technology or her technology correctly.
Is this a yearly?
Yeah, it's a yearly
I don't know
subscription.
about that, but that's what the program does. Just extra eyes. All the time.
Keeps them honest.
I see under operations fund, back in plus.
That's the same reason, but I'll look into that and see. I'll look into that and see.
Operations fund?
Yeah, I'll look into it and see if we can move it.
Oh, okay, I was just saying, I noticed that it's.
Yeah, it's through the.
Different subject.
Yeah.
Okay, so, I'm just looking at our general operations fund, so we replenished it with tax money, this.
Yes, that's
program.
correct.
Okay, so is it on target to what we expected to receive, lower, higher?
Yeah, no, it's about right. Yeah. When you receive the budget each year, they certify what your levy is going to be, so you know how much is coming in. So as you're watching your budget on operations, you know what the ending amount of revenue that you're going to receive, and so you can obviously compare it as you go along and know where you're going to be on track. It went through the bond. It doesn't go through
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Any other questions? Wes normally makes this motion. I move that we approve claims 29498 through 29611. Also included in that is the payroll.
December payroll.
I make a motion to approve the consideration of approval of claims. Anthony seconded. All those in favor? Consideration of personnel reports.
Okay, on personnel report, certified resignations, Dorothy Hoffman, middle high school special ed, Thomas Zebla, I think I said that right, forgive me if I didn't, middle high school special education. Have one certified maternity leave, Megan Moore at Central, and that will be May 3rd through May 27th. And then under new hires, one certified Zach Race, middle high school special ed teacher, and one ECA, Antonia Hernandez, middle high school, and it's the middle school wrestling coach.
I move to approve the personnel report.
Craig made a motion to approve the personnel report. Lisa seconded. All those in favor? 8A, consideration of administrative assistance to provide a financial snapshot of the school corporation.
Okay, and that's pretty self-explanatory. Administrative assistance has offered to do a financial snapshot of the school corporation. So we just need a motion, second approval.
I move to contract with administrator's assistants to provide us with a financial snapshot report.
Anthony second, all those in favor? Carries. 8B, consideration of the EPSLA resolution.
Okay, EPSLA stands for Expanded Paid Leave Act, and this act was legislation that, due to COVID, allowed any employees to have up to 10 days of paid leave if they have COVID or they have been contact traced, their children maybe have it. That act legislation ended on December 31st, but they've since then passed legislation to the act that would extend the act to the end of March 31st, and if the board so desires. And so what that does, it doesn't give anybody any extra days, but if they've not used those 10 days, let's say somebody mid-February gets COVID and has to be off, then they can use up to those 10 days for that reason. So this is just simply an expansion of the act through to March 31.
Adopt that resolution.
Craig made a motion to approve the EPSLA resolution. Lisa seconded, all those in favor? Motion carries. Superintendent's report.
Okay, well, we got back from Christmas. We've got a good start. Our numbers on students and those types of things, Fillmore's in real good shape. Central's had a little bit of a hit, and high school's been hit pretty hard with students. But the issue is we really have very few people, students that have been positive, but it's the contact tracing that's causing all the problem. And as I talk to the other schools, I'm hearing the same thing, that it's not that we have very many positive cases, but the contact tracing puts them out. And that's the roughest part of all of this. And as you know, right now the high school's been out the remainder of this week, middle high school, and they're doing e-learning while Central and Fillmore right now are in school. So our staff, not too bad. Middle high school had several out, but they've got three of them back. But there again, it's this contact tracing that's really causing the biggest issues with us. And I suspect that that'll continue for a while. So that's really all I wanted to report on tonight.
Anything from the audience?
I'm just excited we got the semester done and we're ready for the second one. Things are going well. And thanks for the roof. The roof looks very nice over at Fillmore.
It does, they did a good job.
Meeting adjourned?
I'll turn the camera off.
Well, they got the numbers.
Well, there won't be anything for her to sign.